Hello, how are you? Welcome to Igbo Queer and Unfiltered. I have been away for a minute. I was doing the things. I just decided to take some time out for myself, not to record because I record this. I edit it myself. I do a lot. And then I have to work. I have to do TikTok and do everything. I literally edit everything myself. I was tired. I was in Mallorca. I was doing Manchester Pride. I was doing all the things, but I am back to recording again. So welcome. And for everyone that have supported and you've been here and you've shared this, thank you so much for seeing us because we as queer people, especially queer people from Africa, from Nigeria, from Ghana, from Cameroon, all of us, queer people of African descent, it is a struggle. So during Manchester Pride, I met a friend. We used to share flats together, and he is gay. And I never ever told him anything about my sexuality. And I met him at the gay pride, but he didn't really understood what I was saying. So we were texting and we had a really good conversation. He was like, "Oh, Charles, why did you not tell me? I would have supported you, yada yada." I said to him, "No, the thing is, it is not about me being okay with who I am. It was just that I was going through a lot with my family and things like this. And I was just like dealing with things myself. I do this. I'm an adult. I can deal with situations. Of course, sometimes things will get out of hand that you may want to speak to somebody." So we had those conversations and hopefully I'm going to hang out with him soon. So that's all. Mallorca was amazing. I spent 2 nights literally in Mallorca and I did my Manchester Pride. I am not gonna lie. I have said this so many times and I'm saying I'm not gonna lie. That's not even a lie. That's like the way I feel about it. I have said this so many times. A lot of people who are fanatical Christians make me angry in a way whereby I look at them. I'll be like, why do you not have common sense? Because it is okay for you to be your Christian and be extremely religious and mind your fucking business. Mind your fucking business. That is okay. But where the anger comes in is when you come to me with your nonsense and you are trying to tell me how I should repent, how I am going to go to hell, how I am a sinner. But meanwhile, you will be around your pastors and your reverend fathers and your priests and all of these people. They will commit atrocities and you will cover it in the name of God. And I'm not even talking about the ones who will see you as a queer individual and tell you that I want to kill you in Jesus' name. If you believe in God and you believe that God loves everyone, what is the fucking problem? Because the truth of the matter is, a lot of you don't believe in God. What you believe in is you are trying to be a good person in your head so that you can make that heaven that does not exist. Meanwhile, you live in hell. Look around you. A lot of people who claim to be religious people are miserable because you're claiming that you want to go to heaven, but you haven't been okay and do good and do right by the people around you. You haven't bothered to make the world where you live in better for other people. You are not a good person, but you are hoping that you are going to go to the kingdom of God that does not exist. Some of you are fucked up. And this is where I have a problem because I know, and I know from the deepest of my heart, I know people that are religious, that are good people, who believe in God and will not discriminate against you. But some of these wicked, good for nothing people who use the name of God as a weapon to be mean, those people are not religious people. Those people are evil, wicked cows. And this happens in families as well. I just wanted to get this out of the way. Today's episode is mainly about family and all of these things. When family becomes your closet, this is why a lot of us tend to want to shield. We don't want our family to know about us. We don't want anybody to know anything because, oh, I'm not going to be disgraceful to my blood, my relative. It is about silence and betrayal. It is. And the same thing happens in my own family dynamics, where you get people who claim that they love you. One of my relatives literally said to me, it is too late for me to save you because now you are so homosexual and you're living your life. How are we going to save you? And I looked back at them. I said, save me from what? Exactly. Have you looked at yourself? Have you saved yourself? I said to him, have you saved yourself? And he was looking at me. You that is raggedy, wretched, and miserable. Your life is not good. You're talking about saving me from what exactly? And this is why I say this. Sometimes it is not strangers, not even your politicians, who make queer people miserable, who want us to disappear. It is our own families. Our cousins, our uncles, our aunties, our mothers, and our fathers are the people who are doing us the things that are horrible. They are responsible for how miserable you are, how you don't want to be yourself, because you are always feeling like, oh, if anything happens, none of them is going to accept me. Because of this, you live in silence, misery, because you want to please people that if any fucking thing happened to you today, they will still continue their lives. I'm going to give you an example that is very personal. I remember when I was really, really young, and my mother would be so worried about my older siblings. Oh, this is deceiving me. She will be worried and worried and worried. This woman will be like, I have been doing this. Be careful, be careful. Do this. Make sure that this happens. She was so worried. My mother has passed away, and we are still here living our lives. But this woman went through hell to make sure that she raised good children. But where is she? She's with her ancestors, right? But we are here. I'm saying all this to say that do your best. Live your life. Be who you are, no matter what. Because whether you like it or not, people will still live their lives. And families cannot always be biological. I have said this so many times in the text messages I was having with my friend yesterday. He was like, I hope you have found your chosen family. Of course I have. And that's what you need. Family doesn't always have to be biological. Your biological family, in most cases, as a queer person, especially a queer person of African descent, is dragging you down and making you miserable. What I have seen happen to us as queer people is you get your siblings who will cut ties with you, in-laws who will spread rumors about you, talk about you like my sister-in-law that I live rent-free in her head. The ways silence is used to erase us, erase you, to make you to be quiet and not express yourself, make you to bend backwards to fit in. I am telling you this. Do not allow any idiot make you feel less than. And I understand that this may not be easy for everyone depending on your situation and how life is for you, but try your best. You know, one question I have always asked myself, and this is one of the things that I did that allowed me to be okay with my brothers not speaking to me. I said to myself, what does it mean when the people who should protect you, love you, be kind to you, do everything that is needed for you, love you unconditionally, become the very ones who try to bury you, to erase you, to silence you? What does it mean? And in that moment, I realized that there was never unconditional love. The love was conditional and transactional. And I made peace with myself. If my brother, especially one of my brother, especially one of my brothers, if he happens to want to come today and make amends, I am open to one of them, but I'm not open to the other brother. But I'm saying all this to say that when you realize things like this, you will understand that your life matters, that you can always meet people who will become your family. I have said this so many times. Family doesn't always have to be biological. You cannot choose your biological family, but you can choose your family, your chosen family. And there are so many people out there who will be that for you. You just have to be in the right settings. Because what I have come to realize for myself is that coming out, living in my truth, is one of the biggest gifts that I've given to myself, with me having peace of mind. That is one of the biggest things I've done for myself. Because I move around this world knowing that I have peace of mind, knowing that I am not ashamed. I am unapologetically who I am. I know that is not easy for everyone, but that's who you want to become. And you can become that actually without coming out. I have said this before. You do not need to come out. but you need to be at peace with yourself. Okay. I had a conversation with a friend a few years ago. This was when I started seeing my man. This was like many months ago. And he came to Manchester to see me. And my friend was really, really worried. Like, oh God, Charles, what will people think if they see you with this person? You are walking around the streets of Manchester with them. Mind you, we all live in the UK. And he was saying this to me. What will your brother say? What if your sister-in-law finds out? If your brother finds out, what will happen? And in that moment, I realized how the closet is and was just not a room for me at the time. And it's the same thing for a lot of queer people. Sometimes it's your family. In that moment, I realized that what was holding me back, what was making me miserable, what was making me expecting that I should be a certain way was the way my family saw me and how I wanted to live my life for them. And I wouldn't call it epiphany, but I just had a moment where I said, "Oh my goodness." And I'm like, no, this is never going to happen to me. And from then, I started working on myself. My brothers don't speak to me because I'm gay. No one even sent me a violent video of someone that was attacked. And I have mentioned this before on one of the episodes. This is what will happen to you, he said. That's not love. Do you understand? That's not care. That is betrayal. I'm saying all this to say that in my own way about it, to make you know that stop pleasing your family. Stop pleasing your mother, your father, your uncles, your aunties, your cousins. I know it is not easy, but stop pleasing them. Live your life. I know it is easier said than done, but you need to work on yourself. Speak to people that can give you courage. I know therapy is expensive. Everybody will not be able to afford one because it is expensive. I have done it. I know how much it costs, and I did not do mine through the NHS. I know what it costs. I do that from time to time when I feel like I need to air some things out. Sometimes when I'm not able to afford therapy, I go for a walk and go to somewhere where nobody will hear what I'm saying. I did this one time where I fucking cussed their clats out. I was talking as if I was speaking to my brother and my sisters. I was cussing them out. I was saying the things I needed to say. I said a few things to my mother that I needed to tell her because that woman loved every bit of me. That woman loved every bit of my existence. That woman was okay with my life, whether I had money or not. I have said this before. There was one time in Manchester where my sister-in-law was going to feed my mother with all of the nonsense, and my mother thought I didn't have money. My mother called and said, "Do you need money? I will send you money." She was retired at the time. She said, "I will send you money." And I said, "No, mommy." I said, "Mommy, oh my God, I don't call my mother mommy. Why did I say mommy?" I said, "Mama, so Wadro, no, I don't need money. I'm okay." It is all lies because they suspected at the time that I was gay and they were trying everything to be against me. I am saying this to you as someone that has gone through ups and downs, and I still stand tall. I still rise. I am still powerful and amazing. You can do it. You can do it. You have it in you to do it. You can't see it, but this is a reminder to you that you have everything to withstand any motherfucker, any fucked up individual that think that they want to make you small. You can do it. What has happened is a lot of my relatives, they've resorted to only sending my videos to my sister because they don't have any power over me. Because when you prove to people that their influence, their betrayal, their insults is never going to do anything to you, they will be tired. They will just be afar and look at me be amazing. The thing is, a lot of us see the betrayal we have from our families. And I'm saying betrayals here. I don't know if it's plural, but there's so many of them that I have had. And sometimes we see them, we just say, "Oh, they are doing it because they love us. They are doing it because they love us." Love does not hurt. Love is not meant to be mean. It is not meant to be hateful. It is not meant to be betrayal. Love is meant to be everything wonderful. If someone loves you, it will all be glory, happiness, and laughter and good vibes. Anyone that loves you is not going to try to bring you down. Family is supposed to be your first home. But for so many queer people, we're Africans, we're Africans of African descent. Family is the first place we are silenced, erased, or threatened. It is not just painful, it is dangerous, absolutely horrible for us. That is where you are taught that who you are is horrible, it's evil. That is where you are told that the pastors said that you are a sinner. That is where, when they find out that you are a lesbian, a queer woman, a trans man, a trans woman, a gay man, that is where they will call in their fake pastors to deliver you from all evil. What evil are you delivering us from? Being gay, being a lesbian, a trans woman, LGBTQIA+, is not a sin. It is not a sin. It is not evil. You are not wrong. You are absolutely amazing. Who you are is wonderful. And I am urging you today to know that your life is beautiful. Your life is the way it is meant to be, because that's the way God created you. Your ancestors are okay with queerness. Queerness is African. So anyone that tells you that you are wrong, tell them to take that and shove it up their behind, because they are very, very stupid. You know, culture is one thing we African people are proud of. We are proud. We are proud of our culture. The pride in culture is amazing. In the Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, Kanuri, Ghanaian culture, African culture as a whole, family is sacred. We know, we love the family. We love the family dynamics. That is why when you feel like you are being ostracized, you feel like your life is coming to an end. But that's not the case. But what I'm saying here is that because we see that family is sacred, which is why silence from family cuts the deepest. Because we see it as sacred. When you feel like they are cutting you off, that you are being asked not to be part of this family, it is really, really horrible. It is horrible. But you can get through it. I know that it is not just rejection. It is being told you don't belong to the very people who raised you. I know it's hard. For me, I grew up with my brother, my older brother, the one that is closer to me in age. I always want to be around him. I always love him, even up until today. Despite the fact that he doesn't speak to me, I still love that man. I'm not going to lie. I still love him, but it's from afar. And I always wish that he does well, that his life is good, that he's healthy. I wish him everything good. But I don't want to be in an environment whereby people are supposed to love me are the ones who are making my life miserable, who are making me unhappy. This is why, because of the way we saw family, the way we see family, we see it as something that is sacred, where we belong. When you are cut off, it hurts. And I understand that totally. But what you should not do is ask why. You shouldn't ask why. This has helped me in so many ways to navigate through my struggles, because I understand that I did not do anything wrong to you. I don't want to know the whys, because the whys is what will eat you up, because you will never get the answer. It is about them. If they chose not to speak to you because of who you are, because of something that is not your fault, you did not create yourself. If someone is going to not love you for who you are, and that person says that they are your family, there is no need for you to ask questions. Just move on with your life and find a way to create your own chosen family. And most people who are like us, who are Africans, the biggest struggles we have is the disappointment we feel that we are bringing to our family. The disappointment that we feel that we are bringing, the shame, the whole thing about what will people think? My family will not be happy with this. Fuck that family. Fuck that family. Because if family is important and they love you, they will love who you are. They will not cast you aside. And this is something that I know now. It took me for the longest to get here. It took me forever to get to where I am now, where I don't feel left out. I'm in a family group, WhatsApp group. with my cousins. And there are conversations there all the time. And the cousins I'm talking about are cousins from my mother's side. All of these cousins are from my mother's side. And I don't really, I mean, I'm on that group. And nobody wants to have conversations about me, but they've had conversations about me and I know about it. If you know what I mean. Or some of them still talk to me by way of disappointment. But why are you going to be disappointed in me? You don't have any say in my life because they don't pay my bills. I'm in that group and I sometimes contribute money for things. I contribute actually. The only one I did not contribute money was someone was getting married and didn't have enough money to get married. And they asked us to contribute money for his marriage. And I did not contribute to that. If you don't have money to get married, why are you getting married? That's where I stand with that. I've always stood by that. Why are you not looking for money to start up a business, to establish yourself, to do well for yourself first before you think about creating a family? Because then you're creating a family where you're not able to raise the family. Do you understand? Because a lot of our people feel like getting married means that you are an adult. That is an achievement. No, marriage and children is a decision that you should not take lightly. You should think about it deeply because what you're doing is you're trying to bring in children into this world that you're not going to be able to raise. So I said, I did not say anything, but I did not contribute anything to that because I'm not going to be part of that. I don't believe in bringing in children into this world that you won't be able to raise. That's why. But what I'm saying is, you don't need your family the way you think you need your family. You really don't. Look at me. How many of my cousins have I hung out with for the past few years? None of them. Sometimes I want to, sometimes I don't. But I chat to the ones that I chat to that I'm close to. We speak on the phone. My sisters I speak to on the phone. If someone calls you family, then you call them family. There's some friends I have that are like family to me. And they've done things for me that some of my relatives will never, ever do for me. I'm just telling you to know, choose your family. Family does not always have to be biological. You know what really annoys the crap out of me as well is the weaponization of shame. When siblings or in-laws spread rumors, it's never about truth. It's about control. They want to make your existence smaller, so theirs feel bigger. They want to make you look really tiny because if you look tiny and you are tiny, which means they are better than you. It is about power. It is about control. It is about telling you that who you are as a queer person is something that is not accepted. So I want to tell you, that's the way they say it, that we are better than you and you are a sinner, you are evil, you are a taboo. You are not a man. Like some of the insults that I get on TikTok and things like this, they will tell you that you are not a man. Look at you, you sleep with a man. And you know what's so surprising to me is in most cases, what they talk about is sex. I'm in a relationship. I have a family of two, which is my man and me. We have a family. We don't have children, but it is a family of two. It is about companionship. It is a union. It is about love. It is about supporting each other. It is about everything that a relationship is. We respect each other's boundaries. We respect each other's, all of those things. It is not just about sex, because if I come to you as a straight person and say to you, all you do is fuck, bend your wife over, your wife bend you over, how will you feel? But a lot of you resort to coming with all of this nonsense about gay people. Your asshole is open, yada. It is not about sex. But because of some of you are struggling with your sexuality, you try as much as possible to make queer people feel less than. But let me tell you, here is the truth. You can't erase someone who refuses to disappear. You can never erase us, whether you like it or not. People are still going to give birth to queer people. Queer people are in your families. We are never going to be disappearing soon. That will not happen. There will always be a trans woman, a trans man, a lesbian, a gay man, a gender non-conforming individual, non-binary individual. There's always going to be a pansexual. There's always going to be people that are sexually fluid. Get over yourself, because that has always been there. Prior to you and I existed, prior to your existence, gay people, queer people have always been here. Before my father, my mother, my grandfather, your grandmother, your ancestors, before they existed, queer people we're here. So you are never going to erase us. I know it hurts. Yes, it does. Especially when you have people that are supposed to love you. It does hurt. I'm not going to lie. But I refuse to stop living my life. So should you. I refuse to hide my love. I refuse to bow to people who confuse control for culture. Being gay and Igbo is not shame. Being gay and African is not shame. Being gay and a black man is not shameful. It is not betrayal. It's a fact. It is my truth. We as African people are not a monolith. We are not a monolith. Black people are not a monolith. We have gay people, we have straight people, we have thieves, we have murderers, we have corrupt leaders, we have fraudsters, we have businessmen, we have entrepreneurs, we have engineers, we have every types of people. But all of you, the hill that you choose to jump off of is the hill of homosexuality, is the hill of queer people. My dear, go and have several seats and deal with your problems, because we are not your problem. We are not your problem. This isn't just my story. Every queer African knows what it means to risk family. Some are cut from inheritance. Some are denied weddings or funerals or even their name. But still, we exist. Still, we rise. And we will continue to rise, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not, we are here. We stand tall and we are ready. We are tough. You can disown me, but you cannot unmake who I am. I am already here. We are already here. You cannot change anything about us. You can spread lies, but you cannot silence us. Our queer families makes us whole. Just know this. I want you to know this, and I want you to always remember that you are not wrong. You are not a taboo. You are not a sinner. Who you are is okay in your culture. I'm going to leave you with this. Thank you so much for listening. I have been Charles, and I will see you in the next episode. Have a wonderful time.